For the last 4 years, oh mine, there has been a popular debate about Sonic. References. Sonic games referencing each other has always been something in the Sonic series, or any series for that matter, but it was since the release of the latest mainline Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers, that the amount of references in Sonic games was tripled down, and to many people it wasn't good. It felt like someone was just juggling keys at you. Remember this game from your childhood? Do you remember? Do you remember?
This place is making me miss the curry and shamar. I should go back there someday.
Listen, if you like these references, or if you think they're just harmless, more power to you. I respect your opinion. If you like Ian Flynn, well, I agree with you. He can be quite good sometimes.
I'll handle this. Just wait here. I'll be back. I promise.
But today I want to dive a little deeper into this topic than most people are. References are good. The problem has nothing to do with references in Sonic stories at all. If that actually was a problem, then we would all honestly hate every single piece of media that ever so slightly puts a single reference into the dang script. That ain't my problem. My real gripe with the modern references of the Sonic series is not that they're there, more how do you include a reference, and in my opinion, those references are garbage, because they're completely unnatural and cheap. Let me give you an example. The most used one in Sonic writing discussions.
Without the time stone?
This is honestly harmless. It's minimal and just forgettable at times. But references like this are, I kid you not, over the whole dang series since Sonic Frontiers was released. And once you start hearing them many times, they start to become annoying and real fast. And the worst part is that they're not even unique. All of them follow the exact same formula. Step 1. Find something from the game that is similar or comparable to a previous Sonic game. Step 2. Have Sonic point out the thing. Step 3. Have Sonic compare it to the thing from the previous Sonic game. When doing them over and over and over again, it just starts to become annoying. I don't think Ian Flynn is a bad writer. He can write good stuff. But brother, chill out. And the worst part is, this is something ridiculously easy for anyone to pull off. Let's be honest with ourselves here. You could likely do this 100 times. I could likely do this 100 times. For you to have a better idea of what I'm trying to prove, I want to show you an example of how to do a reference right, coming from none other than the most recent 3D Sonic game, Shadow Generations, when Shadow finds a fake emerald created by Tails in Sonic Adventure 2. Now this is what I'm talking about. This scene is a genius reference and storytelling trick for the game. Let me explain. When Sonic Team wanted to create a new Shadow Boost game, they wanted to take advantage of Shadow by giving him the ability of Chaos Control. Problem is, Shadow needs at least one Chaos Emerald to canonically use the power. And because this is coinciding with the events of Sonic Generations, that would be practically impossible since the 7 of them are a key part of the base game story, and that's when this scene comes into play. Instead of ignoring this problem or finding some goofy way of explaining it, the story goes all the way back to Sonic Adventure 2, where Tails created a fake emerald. An emerald in which Sonic used Chaos Control with later on in the game. So considering the fake emerald was yellow, and so was Shadow's emerald in his Rebel Fight appearance, boom. Give Shadow both emeralds, and once both games cross paths, let Sonic get the fake emerald for a while and finally have Rouge replace it before the final fight of the two Sonics. Did you see how a style of reference like this was more difficult to replicate than the previous one? You need to be a smart writer, as well as making sure the reference is in the right place and in the right time. And instead of being something that you can easily forget about, it's something with real consequences to the story instead of bringing it to a halt. This is what a great, though much more significant reference looks like. I would just criticize how Shadow just takes his time to talk alone and explain the whole thing. It should have been a little faster, in my opinion. Yeah, of course you can add other references that are just not in the dialogue format and don't carry any story significance. Many movies are like that, but when well executed, they don't stop the main plot. Just because Live and Learn plays in Sonic 3's final battle, it doesn't mean the characters have to stop everything they're doing for the reference to play out. It just flows with the rest, and it's cool to point out. Of course, for 19% of the audience, that was just random rock, but it shows care for the fans without taking away the experience for non-fans. Not every reference needs to be meaningful to the story, you're correct. So to show that, let me give you another example, this time an older one, from Sonic Adventure 2's Dark Campaign. This scene takes place in the middle of the story when Shadow, Eggman, and Rouge are searching after Tails, because he has a Chaos Emerald in his possession. He got the emerald as a reward for saving Station Square from Eggman's missile in his campaign in Sonic Adventure 1. This is a perfect story connection between the first and second game, in a duology of games without many connections to one another. But if you replace this scene with basically any other reason why Tails got the emerald, it wouldn't change a thing. But it made so much sense and added more context to what happened after the first game. Those were 4 examples of references in Sonic media. Do you see it? A reference like the one in Sonic Frontiers is just cheap, while the examples in Shadow Generation, Sonic 3, and Sonic Adventure 2 work very well despite all of them being different from one another. Because they were natural. Anyone can write a cheap reference in any piece of media, but a good, memorable reference needs to be in the right place and in the right time through smart writing. The 2 Emerald scene worked in Shadow Generations is a practical solution to a simple writing problem with that game. Live and Learn playing in the Sonic 3 final battle was a tribute to the very game adapted to the big screen, and the mention of Tails in the latter game was a perfect connection between both games. This is how you write a franchise reference. Listen, I ain't a pro writer. I just make videos and I wrote a fan game script in the summer of last year. I am not making it anymore. I'll make it someday, though. But I can even see my 11-year-old self receiving a Sonic lore book and a game concept, and I would do it the same way as in these modern games. This is not a video hating Ian Flynn. If you dislike his writing as long as you don't hate the human being, I respect you. But as a fan, I want the best for my franchise, and I think Ian should just learn. He can make great references, and Shadow Generations proves it. However, he needs to understand that a reference isn't and should never be a break from good writing. And with all that said, bye-bye.